Murray State University secured the title of 2014 Challenge of Change champions. The fifth annual contest pitted Murray State against Morehead State University and Eastern Kentucky University in a contest to log the most service hours and raise funds for community projects in 1 month. Molly Barton is in the studio to find out how students accomplished this goal.
Thanks, Jim. So Jeremiah, what exactly is Challenge for Change?
The Challenge for Change was established several years ago it was basically a service hour competition between Eastern Kentucky University and Morehead State University. 2 years ago, they called me and their SGA president said, hey, let's bring Murray into the fold, and we want to see how it works across the state, and then maybe eventually we'll go bigger and bigger. But basically, Challenge for Change is basically a service hour competition in which we see which school can log the most service hours, whether that be from donations to local charities or just helping elderly people clean up their yard, building wheelchair ramps, just general any kind of community service projects that you can think of. And we go out and try to find a way to help our community or surrounding areas as universities.
So how exactly do we get those hours? What goes into making up an hour for the Challenge for Change?
You can do, if I remember correct, it's two pints of blood. They have like different amounts of toothbrushes you can do. They count different cans of food into the hours total. And there was all a graph that we did of what, I guess, an hour equates to as far as just different donated items and stuff like that. You can also do up to like $10 donated. So let's say you did campus lights or a different fundraising opportunity. Every $10 you raise goes into 1 hour. And through that process, we raised over $21,000 in a little over a month, which is kind of unheard of for the very beginning of a spring semester, especially when not much is going on.
And you mentioned other schools are participating, so who all is involved in this program?
Currently, it is just Murray, Morehead, and Eastern Kentucky University. Their schools each do different projects throughout the year. Some do a 24-hour day of service. We do Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service just in that time frame to kind of put emphasis on this. And we find different ways to help our communities through that.
And what will Murray State get out of this as far as the service projects?
Well, we get to help our community, but also find ways for our students to network and kind of like the cliche line has been, bring learning to life. They're able to get out in the community and work with individuals that maybe need our help or services, but they're also able to gain experiences that will help them later on in life. Which I would be remiss to say that we get a trophy out of it too. So that will be housed in our Student Center for the next year. Next spring, hopefully we'll retain that trophy and for years to come. But we get to provide a service to our community that normally you wouldn't, and it's a great opportunity to serve this community and everybody else.
So how can we get involved next year? What is next year looking like?
Next year, what we've tried to do for the past 2 years is push this out through our community service logging website, volunteer.murraystate.edu. And I've worked with Gina Winchester in Regional Outreach and to try to kind of work with her and push those hours through the website so we can track them easier. And we're also encouraging several people in the community, whether you're American Red Cross, 4-H, Needline, or the animal shelter, to log events that they need help with, whether it's raising dog food, walking dogs, maybe even coming out and doing a blood drive. But they're going to start logging those on that website so students can easily go on and say, oh, I want to do this, and it syncs with their calendar, and they're able to better get a hold of it. I mean, this year in over than a month, we raised 11,000 hours, and like I said, around $20,000, a little bit more than $20,000 in a month, which equated to 13,000 hours for us. Morehead had a little over 3,000 hours, and well, EKU.
Great. Well, hopefully we can all get involved and we can check out Challenge for Change. Thank you, Jeremiah.